Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I got another package from my friends over at Donner Music. They sent me their brand new Groove Ultra drum set, their DED 210 Max. And I recently had just gotten the DED 200 Max from Donner. So if you did not see that video, I'm gonna be probably comparing them a little bit, but if you didn't see that one, just go back to one of my recent videos, give that one a watch, and then you'll be able to understand kind of the comparisons that I'm talking about with these. But this drum set, I think, is supposed to be better. It's supposed to be a little bit higher quality, or maybe the same quality, but better features. I think the color is different. I think it's gonna have another cymbal. I think the hi-hat stand is actually a rail hi-hat stand. I think the sounds are upgraded, the module is upgraded, and stuff like that. So let's jump into unboxing this Groove Ultra drum set by Donner and check out all of its really cool features. One thing that I really liked about unboxing the DED 200 Max was that everything was labeled, and even if you have zero drumming experience at all, you can see that everything is labeled, and then the instructions are right here on the top. So if you're not that experienced, it's really easy to put together. Donner does a really good job of just making it really simple for someone who is just jumping into playing the drums and don't know what they're doing. So let's keep doing it. Okay, so these do look pretty much exactly like the DED 200 Max drum set cymbals, except it does look like we have a couple of different sizes, maybe. I can't really tell. That looks the same. Okay, they look all the same, but you do know there is a difference in the hi-hat because you've got the hi-hat stand's probably gonna come up on through this hole right here. So 4 cymbals so far. Okay, this hi-hat stand is actually pretty rugged so far. It seems like they actually like did this like exactly like a real hi-hat would have been. The module, which does already look pretty similar to the DED 200, but looks like it kind of has a little stand right there, which is pretty cool. So there's the module. We'll talk about more about that later, but it looks like it does have a little bit of some more features, and then a little stand there, which is a cool upgrade to be able to put your phone or iPad or music or anything like that that you're trying to read off of. Let's see, we have the kick pad, which if I'm looking at the old one, this does look a little bit updated. It looks like it might be a different material here on the pad. So maybe that means it's an upgrade. We'll see. So it looks like we've got the kick pedal here. Looks exactly like the other one. I don't think that there is much of a difference. I will line this up with the height later. Very cool. All right, the drums. I loved the fact that the DED Max had kind of real drum shells to them, so that's pretty cool. Okay, woohoo, look at that orange. That looks good. This almost looks like wood. The other ones kind of look shiny. These have like a wood to them, but I like that orange. That looks really nice. I think this is going to come with the same amount of drums as the other one, as the DED Max. It does look like they're gonna have the same kind of features of having 2 bigger drums for the snare and the floor tom, and then the rack toms are going to be a little bit smaller to, again, have the functionality of feeling like a real drum set. They feel the same so far as the other one, so we'll see. I never ended up tightening them or anything like that, so I still need to do that. So the last part here would be the stand for everything. This is the part that takes the longest to put together, but not too bad. It looks like we got another pair of sticks. The first one came with sticks too. Okay, so after a little bit of time, I got the Donner Groove Ultra all set up. It set up pretty much the same as the DED 200 Max, just a couple of differences. Right here on the frame, you have a little knob here that you just loosen with your hand really easily, and that can adjust the angle of these 2 outer parts of the frame, which is a quick, convenient way. You know, if a little kid sits down, you can kind of squeeze it in. If an adult comes in, you can squeeze it out, stuff like that. But again, most of it's exactly the same. I feel like the drums are exactly the same, except just a different color. I think the cymbals are all exactly the same. The only thing that's different a little bit is you can tell the ride is a different shape than the crashes. Like I think the way that it's created is just a little different. The snare, the kick does feel like it's a little bit of an upgraded pad, but I don't know the difference in the sound quite yet. This one actually didn't come with headphones or a throne. I thought it did, but it doesn't. It did come with a pair of drumsticks. One thing I like is it does have an extra cymbal, so you can have a crash, and your ride. One thing about this, it does take kind of like a little bit of time to get it configured in a way that just kind of makes sense for you to use and play for your own ability and for your own likeness of how it's set up. So that takes a little bit of time, and then kind of figuring out how to get everything angled. Like as you can see on this crash, I kind of have to like angle the clamp down a little bit, and then angle this or put this at an angle, and then the little part holding the cymbals kind of at an angle too, so it's out of the way, because if not, it's really close. And just like probably any electric drum set really, you're gonna want to put something either in front of your kick pedal, or if you're on carpet, you can screw down the little parts, the little sharp ends that can grab onto the carpet. The fact that it does have its own hi-hat stand is pretty cool. It starts to kind of level up the kit to feel, you know, like a real drum set. It does have a little module connector down here where it's going to tell the module when you're lifting up the hi-hat and when it's coming back down. There is also a way that you can adjust that in the module. So you can adjust the sensitivity to where if you only want to lift up a little bit, it'll make the open hi-hat sound, and then you can also do it where it's not as sensitive at all. So pretty cool. It does seem like the sound in the Groove Ultra is a step up from the 200 Max. It does look like it's a little bit upgraded, but the module does seem pretty much the same. It looks different, but it looks like it has the same thing. You've got your drum kits, your click. It's got a coaching feature. You can record what you play. It's got some songs. I think the sounds are, again, just a little bit more upgraded from where the DED 200 Max is, but I don't think that it's that much different, in my honest opinion. It feels the same. I do think that the frame is a little bit of a step up. I just think the whole thing is just like, burp. It's a little bit of a step up from your, from that first one that I got in the other video, the 200 Max. So again, if you're looking for a drum set, I think these are great. I think if you're someone who's trying to get into drumming and you want to just kind of get started really easily, then these are great. These sound good. You can get them configured where you like them. I would say that if you are thinking about which one to get, they're both essentially the same drum kit. If you want your own hi-hat stand, this is the one you would want to get. The other one doesn't have that. Let's hear some sounds that this thing can produce. So those are some of the sounds. So again, I want to thank Donner for sending me this drum set and for allowing me to review it, put it together, and be able to kind of do a cool review for you guys. So thank you guys for watching.